Hi there, I'm David Duncan and welcome to the final episode in this series of Fred and Ginger, Cheek to Cheek. Well, the year is 1939 and for the team's last film at RKO, they featured in a biographical story about the famous dancing team of Vernon and Irene Castle, who was such a success and popularised ballroom dancing around the time of the First World War. Now, this film was their first period musical together, but as it was based on real events, it had a more serious plotline with a dramatic ending that some say foreshadowed Fred and Ginger's real-life film partnership. The film starts in 1911 and has Fred as Vernon Castle appearing as a support act in a vaudeville theatre. Visiting a beach on a weekend, he jumps into the water to rescue a dog and meets Ginger, who's also trying to save the dog.
Have you seen a dog around here?
Yes! Where is he?
I'm coming, sailor. Isn't he your dog?
Isn't he yours?
I never saw him till a moment ago.
What's your name?
My name's Cass.
My name's Foot.
My name will be Mud when I try to explain it to your mother.
Now this leads to romance between the two of them as Fred shows off his dancing abilities at a local railway station.
Go on, Vernon!
As a surprise, Ginger visits the theatre to see Fred's performance, but is embarrassed that he's just a lowly comedian. Encouraging him to pursue his dancing, the two of them rehearse a new routine together before finally being signed to a show in Paris, but not before getting engaged.
Though I'm ambitious, my wishes have always been simple and few. Give me the moonlight, the music, and darling, an armful of you. I can see myself doing the things that I never could do. It's true, but only when you're in my arms.
Irene, look, I'm terribly in love with you. I never thought I'd fall in love, but I have, and I'm glad I have. And will you please marry me?
Yes.
Accompanied by their friend Walter, played by the veteran character actor Walter Brennan, they realise that a misunderstanding has occurred and that it was only Fred who was signed on to appear in the Paris theatre in his original comedy role.
Vernon, what are we going to do in the meantime? We haven't any money.
That's nice.
Take a good look, Walter. This is our farewell appearance.
Feeling despondent, they plan to travel back to the US, but are discovered by a wealthy entrepreneur played by the wonderful Edna May Oliver, who gives them their big break.
Get me a chair.
Suddenly, Vernon and Irene Castle are the toast of the town and become worldwide celebrities with their distinctive ballroom dancing style. Things are interrupted when the Great War starts and Vernon signs up for the Air Force.
Oh, Vernon.
Surviving the war, things look bright for the Castles as they look forward to the future.
Don't let that fool take off. Flag him down.
Unfortunately, as in real life, Vernon is killed when a plane takes off into his flight path at a training centre near Fort Worth, Texas.
Where is he? What's happened?
Their friend Walter delivers the sad news to Irene, and this provides Ginger with the only dramatic moment she had in a film with Fred up to that point, and was a forerunner of her more dramatic film roles to come.
No!
He had his choice of hitting another plane or crashing his own. The student with him wasn't hurt much, but Vernon was in the front seat.
During production of the film, the real Irene Castle was a technical advisor, which unfortunately proved to be problematic. She apparently didn't like any of the costumes that Ginger Rogers wore and wanted her to not only dye her hair dark brown, but to cut it to a short, boyish bob. Now, of course, Ginger refused all of this, and to help silence her protests, she was given an additional payment of $5,000 from the studio. Now, Irene Castle also criticised the casting of Walter Brennan to portray her lifelong companion and manservant Walter Ash, who was in fact black. Irene also complained that she and her husband Vernon always toured with a black orchestra, but studio executives overruled her protests due to the racial prejudice that existed in the southern states of America, which could ban the screening of the film. While it's an enjoyable film to watch, the story of Vernon and Irene Castle is a departure from the Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers films that the public had come to know and love, and for that reason it was not a success, ultimately losing RKO more than $50,000 at the box office. Now, this would end the partnership for the time being, but certainly not the careers of Fred and Ginger. Ginger really excelled by pushing her range and ended up winning the Academy Award for Best Actress in 1940 for her portrayal in Kitty Foyle, even beating fellow actresses Betty Davis in The Letter, Joan Fontaine in Rebecca, and Katharine Hepburn in The Philadelphia Story. As for Fred, he went on to sign up with both MGM and Paramount to make some of the best musicals of the 1940s with a range of dancing partners. But as luck would have it, in mid-1948, MGM was getting ready to produce the Barkleys of Broadway, teaming Fred up again with Judy Garland, who'd been such a success as a co-star the year before in Easter Parade. Unfortunately, Judy was going through one of her depressive episodes, so had to drop out, which left the studio wondering who would be suitable to take over the part. Maybe Ginger Rogers would like to do it. Well, her answer was yes, and suddenly the team was back together.
You'll adore the step that everyone's been waiting for. You'll find a crowd on every dancing floor, because there's something called the swing trot. Remember swing trot.
The Barkleys of Broadway had a musical score supplied by Harry Warren and Ira Gershwin, and was the first and only of Fred and Ginger's films to be shot in Technicolor. The story revolved around Fred and Ginger as Josh and Dinah Barkley, who are a successful married musical comedy team. But Dinah feels that she could and would love to have the opportunity to expand herself into more serious dramatic roles.
Kid, now don't get any silly notions in your head. You're a song and dance girl.
That's all they were allowing to do.
What?
That's all you ever allowed me to do.
Allowed you to do? Why, you couldn't walk across the stage without me. There isn't a gesture you do that I didn't teach you.
That's a lie.
Oh, it took a lot of patience to put you where you are. I worked. I pulled things out of you. I molded you like Svengali did Trilby.
Svengali?
Yeah, the guy with the beard. That's me.
Why, you cheap...
Go ahead. Throw it.
This is where French actor Jacques Francois comes in as a playwright who is producing a play based on the life of the actress Sarah Bernhardt, and he thinks that Ginger would be perfect for the part.
Certainly you must have someone in mind.
Yes.
Who?
You.
That's the most wonderful thing that anyone has ever said to me. He says he won't even do the show unless I play the part.
Ha! Hold it.
He thinks I'm a great actress.
Don't make me laugh.
Fred becomes jealous and starts to belittle Ginger, causing her to accept the part in the play partly out of spite.
He believes in me. He gives me confidence in myself. All you've ever done is tear me down, make me feel like a nobody, your little sidekick. Can't even walk across the stage without you.
Right.
Can't even make a gesture.
Correct.
Big fat Svengali.
You're darn tootin'.
Well, I've had enough.
Quietly observing Ginger at rehearsals, Fred sees her potential, but feels that Jacques is not directing her correctly.
Mother, I've made up my mind. I'm not going to go to the
Well,
conservatory.
darling, your mother is right here. So she's not in the second balcony. Speak to her in a more natural tone. This is not a musical comedy. It's a legitimate play.
He decides to impersonate Jacques via telephone to assist Ginger to become the great actress she could be in the role, even though he feels that this might ultimately push her into Jacques' arms.
My direction is completely to blame.
Jacques, your voice sounds so odd.
Must be a bad connection. Now listen, Dinah. I want you to know that I was wrong in telling you how different this is from musical comedy. It is not different.
With the play as a great success, Fred is happy for her, but now feels that he may have lost Ginger not only as a show business partner, but also as his wife.
But I must know this minute. Do you still love your husband, or is it me?
But I can't possibly answer you over the telephone.
Luckily, in the end, Ginger realizes what's happening and in a teasing way reassures Fred that she really does love him.
I don't see how... Jacques. Hello, Jacques.
Yeah? Yes. Yes.
I just took a minute to think things over, darling. And I'll answer you now. I love you. Only you.
Dinah, you know. And you tortured me like this?
Just a little torture.
Well, you know that I almost walked into the East River?
No.
I almost shot myself?
No.
I almost jumped off that roof?
Oh, my poor darling. Well, you might have almost killed yourself.
I know.
Oh. I love you so.
Deep down inside, my secret heart knows. The more that I'm with you, the more and more my rapture grows. Without you at my side, I fear no future could I face. For you'd be oh so hard to replace.
As mentioned, the supporting cast featured the French actor Jacques Francois in his only American film, as well as Billy Burke, and the wonderfully talented, funny actor and pianist Oscar Levant, who not only provided comedic relief, but also had his own musical concert segment featuring Tchaikovsky's Concerto in B-flat minor. Fred also pushed the boundaries of special effects photography to present one of his most innovative dance routines, Shoes with Wings On. Whilst the score by Harry Warren and Ira Gershwin was good, it was agreed that there was no big standout hit song for Fred and Ginger to perform. So it was during pre-production of the film that Ginger suggested that it would be a great idea to stage a song and dance number of the classic hit They Can't Take That Away From Me that Ira had written with his brother George back in 1937 for their film Shall We Dance?
The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, no, they can't take that away from me.
Now, when released, the Barkleys of Broadway proved once again that Fred and Ginger still had the magic, with the film making over $3 million for MGM. And whilst it was their last film together, it proved to be a fitting finale. Both Fred and Ginger would continue to make films throughout the years to great acclaim, but the 10 films they made together will always be remembered as a testament to Hollywood's greatest dance team. I'm David Duncan. Thanks for watching.